open-wheel sprint car driver. Wolfgang is up to the challenge. We're about to find out if he can do it again. Steve?
And guys, in the Doug is starting in the last row. He's using a lot of the cover-ups, which are just layers of goggle material on top of the shield, so that it gets covered with mud. He can just keep peeling them off, hoping for some visibility.
You'll often see them flying into the air as these cars come down the front straightaway. As the drivers, we usually call them tearaways, but he calls them cover-ups, and whatever the Wolf wants to call them, we'll agree. Kenny Jacobs, one of the good runners in the 4th row. Jack Hodenschild in the 5th row. Kevin Doty and Mike Brooks, good runners in the row 6. Row 7, Johnny Herrera from New Mexico. Rocky Hodges, a local favorite. Excellent drivers. Ricky Stenhouse, Tommy Scott, we saw him run earlier. Row 9, Todd Bishop and Tim Monson. They finished well to get into this race. Dan Hamilton and Keith Kaufman. Remember, we just saw him win. And in row 11, starting 21st, Doug Wolfgang. Pat Moore made it because Scooter Lambert dropped out, and Pat Moore finished 3rd in the C main, moves into the B main.
Well, Wolfgang called it his toughest race of the night, and you certainly couldn't disagree looking at the lineup as they thunder down to the turn number 1. Green flag is out. The B main and the Knoxville National. Oh, and there's trouble in back of the pack. 1, 2, 3 cars involved.
A big crash, 3 of them. That's Pat Moore in the 1M who flipped, and we have a red flag. Kevin Doty in the 7L, 77 Mike Brooks, and 1M Pat Moore. That is Pat Moore's automobile, upside down. Took a pretty good roll. He's a young man from Illinois. Fine young driver. First time here, and did very well up until this moment, until those 3 guys tangled going into turn number 1 on the opening lap.
I tell you, this had to be a little deja vu for Doug Wolfgang. The last thing he needed to see was a crash in front of him like he was involved in last Thursday night.
He almost got tagged. There you see the Wolf in that orange number 8. As we watch those 2 automobiles come down, Pat Moore nicked the Wolf and then rolled up into the number 7L Kevin Doty, who is, by the way, no relation to the very popular former sprint car driver, Brad Doty.
And from another angle, Brock, I think we can see just how close number 8, the orange car, Doug Wolfgang, came to becoming involved in this. Just a matter of a few inches kept the Wolf on the right track. Let's go down onto the dirt. Gary.
Walking away and pulling off the helmet, obviously disappointed Kevin Doty. You appear to be okay. Can you tell us what happened, Kevin?
Well, I'm fine. Just the 77 car, Mike Brooks, just cut right down in front of me and probably blew the left or the right front tire, and the car just went straight into the wall.
It's got to be a major disappointment when you come to Knoxville with all the hype, all the money, all the prestige that's on the line, and to have it end like this.
Well, it really is a shame. You know, guys try and win the race on the first lap. And Knoxville's really a great deal. I wish I could have been in the A.
Maybe next year, huh?
Maybe, hopefully.
Kevin Doty is out of this one.
Well, that man is certainly down, but the crowd is certainly up for 2 reasons. All of the drivers in this crash were A-OK, and Doug Wolfgang got through the melee. But did he? Now, he was grazed just a little bit right there. As durable as these cars are, probably no harm, but you just never can tell. A few degrees of misalignment in the rear end can be a bad deal. Brock?
I'm with 23-year-old Patrick Moore, who was mixed up in that thing. First of all, you're okay, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. Just kind of disappointed.
Of course. How did it all transpire?
I don't know. I came in there. I started last, so I didn't push it real hard in the corner. I was just kind of taking it easy, and there was somebody upside down in front of me, and I just got on the brakes and ran in the back of Wolfgang and locked her up, and there was nothing I could do. I just trying to avoid it.
But obviously a disappointment, but you went a long way in this first time at the National, so you got to feel good about that. A bad ending, but up to this point, good work.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, Pat Moore of good spirits, considering he's got an awful lot of work to do in a wrecked car. Let's go to Gary Gerald.
And the 3rd driver involved is Mike Brooks. And Mike, a lot of years racing at Knoxville and other tracks, but it's never a comfortable moment when you end up in the middle of one of these. Can you tell us what happened?
I don't know. Somebody hit me. I went over our left rear wheel and tore the bird cage and stuff up. Don't know where he come from. It's come from behind us, but he just ran over us. That's all there is. Put us out.
How tough is it to put something like this behind you and now look ahead to whatever the next race may be?
Oh, when you're my age, it's not very tough. These things happen. It hasn't been our week, and we was out hot lapping, and had a guy pulled right from her. He bent the right rear birdcage, so we probably weren't very set to race anyway. We had some problems, but we were going to try it. So we're out, but there's always next week. It's not, I like this race. You know, it's a big race, a big event. We wanted to really do well. I mean, we've been running pretty good the last couple of weeks, but this wasn't our night.
Thank you, Mike. Steve?
Well, the field right now is laying quietly down in turn number 4. The push trucks are amassed. When the restart call goes out, they'll go into action. Doug Wolfgang at least now has 2 fewer drivers to pass. I'm sure you'd rather have seen those guys continue in that B main. In the pits, well, 1A, Bobby Allen, Scruffy. He's sitting there, his crew, contemplating the A main to come tonight. Of course, that field will be complete when we finish off the race in progress. We'll be back to Knoxville. Stay with us. Because now we've got the B main. Can we get a good green lap underway?
Well, let's see. We've got a good one up front. 2K, Joey Kuhn out of Pennsylvania, is on the pole, and he will lead him down off turn number 4 for Doug Clark. Green flag. We've got to start.
Absolutely, and it is 2K, Joey Kuhn taking the lead as he swings out of turn number 2. And Doug Wolfgang, orange number 8, got a much better restart that time. Already in 14th and moving.
So he's picking his way through the field on that low side. That seems to be the tactic that works best for Wolf in these opening laps when he is working. Now he's up high. As you see all those tearaways, that silvery stuff, those are guys ripping those tearaways off to keep them out of there. Look at the Wolf down low as he moves in on the 6 of Ricky Stenhouse. Up high, the number 3H of Rocky Hodges also in the fight. And Rocky gets it really almost up against the fence as he goes high into 1.
Well, Wolfgang nailed Ricky Stenhouse. He is now running in the 11th spot and hungry for more. The roar of the crowd as loud as the engines here in Knoxville.
The next target for Wolfgang is the 1W of Kenny Jacobs. He's underneath them. The 21 car, the orange and blue automobile of Steve Beitler. He is his next potential victim as the Wolf moves in on 9th place.
But right up front, it's 2K, Joey Kuhn in the lead. The Aussie, Max Dumpsey, 1K, the black car, in the 2nd spot, and they're quite a ways ahead of Doug Wolfgang. And the Wolf has got to place 4th or better. There he is. He is just kind of cruising there. He's got nobody to attack, Brock.
Well, I don't think he's cruising exactly. I think he's got the pedal in the metal. He'll run this racetrack flat out now when he doesn't have any traffic, and that's a very, very difficult accomplishment indeed.
All right, the red car, the 32U car from Albuquerque, that's Johnny Herrera. Johnny is in the 8th spot. Doug Wolfgang on the attack. Wolfgang going down low, trying to find some traction to get around Herrera. Herrera staves him off, but can he do it on the other end of the racetrack? He did, and he did. Wolfgang got around him, and the New Mexican came back. Now, Wolfgang again trying to push Herrera down into the 9th spot, and this time he may well make it stick. No, he still can't do it. Herrera frustrating Wolfgang. In the lights, you can see all of those tearaways blowing in the breeze.
Oh, now Herrera's pulled out about a 10-car length lead on Wolfgang. This is getting serious. Remember now, he's got to be in the top 4 to advance into the A main. And right now, Johnny Herrera is doing a magnificent job of holding off Doug Wolfgang.
And suddenly they both approach and pass the 5L car, the black car of John Hodgenstall. That puts Wolfgang in the 8th spot. Johnny Herrera 7th.
So both of them continue to move, and Herrera suddenly saw the Wolf beside him and really hammered it. He's moving really well now. And suddenly the Wolf does not seem to be able to get the kind of hookup that he had earlier. Now he's on the outside, trying Herrera on the outside through 3 and 4. Can he make it work? The Wolf will take 7th place from Johnny Herrera. But Herrera's right back at him. Terrific run by Johnny Herrera in the red 32.
They are darting all over this racetrack. And the Wolf has overtaken number 19, Bob Whitney, for the 6th spot. He only needs to move up 2 more positions to go to the A main.
A masterful piece of driving there in traffic, which held up Herrera for a moment and got the Wolf through. Terrific work.
And now the Wolf is in the 5th spot as we are halfway through the B main here in Knoxville, Iowa. The crowd is just, well, they've yelled themselves hoarse.
Terrific race between these 3 guys, and believe me, Weeby and Herrera are not giving up.
coming up at the front of the pack. And here is a challenge for the lead on the inside by Jerry Richard Jr., the 81 car. And he cannot quite put away 2K Joey Kuhn. Kuhn hangs off, and Kuhn goes high, maybe too high. Richard comes down underneath, and we have a new leader of the B-main.
So Jerry Richard Jr., a fine young driver, is on his way, hopefully, to victory here as the Wolf continues to move. He has a clear racetrack. He is sitting in 5th position. Up ahead of him is Max Dunsney, but he is now able to choose his line. He doesn't have to dive low, get up on the cushion. He can run exactly where he wants to with a clear racetrack. And we've got some smoke from Dunsney up ahead, Steve. This could be slowing him down.
Well, that'd be a welcome sight to Doug Wolfgang at this point in time. He'd take about anything that would give him one more position forward, because if he could hold on to fourth, he would go to the A-main. And this crowd just willing the number 8 car through. He has passed the smoking Dunphy. He is on 2K Joey Kuhn for the 3rd position. Kuhn on the inside. Wolfgang on the outside with a wheel on him as they go into turn number 3. Dunsney smokes in the camera. Wolfie smokes off Joey Kuhn and takes over the 3rd spot.
Down the back straightaway, around the 57 automobile of Dan Hamilton, a lap car. He gives him plenty of room. The Wolf is being very, very careful now. One miscue and he's out of the A-main. But he is still on the move, and I would imagine Steve Evans, he has victory in his sights right now. He is thinking about that.
You know, but if you'd have told Wolfgang before the start of this B-main you have a chance to win this without any yellow flag, he wouldn't have believed you. He didn't even have that much confidence in himself.
Well, he said it was going to be the toughest race of the night for him, and so far, though, it's working out beautifully for him.
He is closing in on 2nd place, the orange 3G car of Greg Hodnick. Wolfgang down low, didn't have it there, backed off. Now he just stabs him into turn number 3, and Wolfgang has taken over 2nd spot.
So the Wolf, cautious there, took his time to get around Hodnick. Didn't show some of the customary aggressiveness, although right ahead of him is the blue 81 of Jerry Richard Jr., and Wolf is moving in on him. Up high, off turn number 4, down the front straightaway. There's the blue automobile of Richard. There is the Wolf, the orange number 8, up high, down the back straightaway. Up along the outside of Richard.
And Wolf's experience here on this Knoxville dirt is paying off for him right now. No one knows it better than he does. There is the white flag as Doug Wolfgang has taken the lead in the B-main.
Down the back straightaway, the fans, everybody in this place, 20,000 on their feet, cheering this man home.
A driving performance that no one who witnessed it will ever forget. Doug Wolfgang goes to the A. The crowd, the owners have gone berserk, but they better get things together. They only have a very few minutes to prepare for what now will be the toughest race Doug Wolfgang will have all night.
Unbelievable. We described what he had to do earlier in the show, and he has done it up until now. Now the crew, hard at work. Tire changes, they'll top off the fuel tank. Doug Wolfgang will barely have a chance to get out and just change some tearaways on the helmet and bolt himself back in, because we're going to be ready to go with the A-main. Doug Wolfgang, Jerry Richard Jr., Greg Hodnick, Johnny Herrera, and Joey Kuhn run very well in that top 5. Excellent drive by all of those men. Bob Weeby, Keith Kaufman had a tough run of luck in this race. Jack Hoddenchild, Tuttle, and Stenhouse round out the top 10.
All right, let's go right now down to one of the most amazing race drivers we have ever seen. Gary Gerald.
I'll tell you what, I've been fortunate to be around a lot of great race performances over the years, but I gotta confess, I'm as excited as I've ever been in a sprint car race. I don't know how you feel right now. You hear the crowd. What a terrific run, Doug.
I think we're about done, though. We're running red hot now. I don't know what it is. The motor ain't hot. The cockpit's generating a lot of heat. It must be about 300 degrees inside.
How much time do you need to get it cooled down?
I don't know. My feet are even hot. So we'll just have to see. I'm tired and my neck's sore from the other night.
Any way you cut it, it's been a fantastic performance, and we're just going to sit back and hope that maybe we'll get a chance to watch you go to work once again.
Well, if we got enough steam left, it's starting to slow down. We'll just have to see what happens.
Well,
I'm starting to slow down. My neck's getting heavy.
I guarantee you he'll be ready by the time the green flag falls in the main event.